The third element of active support is graded assistance. There are many different ways to give help, and some ways provide more assistance than others. For example, telling someone that it's time to turn on the washing machine provides a lower level of assistance than guiding their hand to press the on button. Active support involves changing or grading our assistance so that we provide just enough of the right sort of support to assist this person to be successfully engaged in this activity at this time. Graded assistance is assisting people to do things, not doing things for them, not providing too much help so they are over-supported and won't be able to get the most out of the activity. Nor is it giving too little help so that they fail, because this will mean that they won't want to do things again. So if there are many ways to provide assistance, what are they? Well, what comes most naturally to us is to use words, but verbal prompts alone are often too complicated for most people with learning disabilities and confusing for many autistic people. So graded assistance usually relies less on words and more on non-verbal communication and good use of other information available in the situation. There's a range of ways of showing people what we mean that don't rely on words. If I do this, you will probably get the idea that I'm suggesting a drink of some sort without needing any verbal information to help you understand. And this is a sort of modelling that we can use to show people what they'll need to do themselves. Here's an example. We can also use pictures and writing to communicate, again because they're visual and particularly because they're permanent. We all make lists and write reminders so that we'll know what to do at some point in the future. And pictures help all of us, not just those who can't read. So the look of things is important, and laying out materials shows people what's going to happen. If this is what you see, as I suggest to you it's time to lay the table, you get more help than if all you can see is this. And a further way of showing that will provide more assistance than just words is the gestures that we use. Very often people you support will be relying heavily on your gestures to understand what you are communicating, so it's always worth making sure they are as clear and helpful as possible. As well as using words and showing, we can assist people physically. When we discuss physical support, we often focus on the sort of hand-over-hand support that can provide appropriate direction, stability and confidence to be successfully engaged. But it may be uncomfortable or take away too much control, so we should be thinking about other ways of providing physical support, like using the wrist or the elbow, or using the object itself to guide the person. Guidance through objects avoids the physical contact, but still provides physical support, often combined with positioning to make engagement easy. Because we are grading our support, we can take care to provide just enough help each time we support a person. Less support here, so they can take more of a leading role and be successful. More support here, so that they are involved as much as possible and still being successful. And with all that flexibility comes the ability to provide more support quickly when required. If our assistance fails to support engagement, we shouldn't keep repeating it. We should rapidly shift to providing more and more helpful assistance.